Right.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Qwoff TV. We have a very special guest here with us from the US of A, Mr. Rick Bakas.
Hey, what's up, man?
G'day, g'day.
Great to meet you again.
He's exhausted. He's nearly been broken on his Australian tour. How are we treating you, Rick?
Oh, like a rented mule. I mean, no respect whatsoever. Just pouring all sorts of wine down my throat, and there's bacon in between there. Everywhere I've gone, they've served bacon.
Well, you do put it out there quite a bit about your bacon love. How has the bacon been in Australia?
Well, we went to Seppeltsfield yesterday, and we had, what's it called?
Schultz?
Schultz, yeah, we had that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Bruce Lee's Game of Death. The bacon's gotten better and better, and that was like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So yeah, it was good. And it was. I'm sure if my doctor was watching the Twitter stream, he would call me up when I get back and have a talk.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that Wine Communicators of Australia looking after your bacon education here in Australia.
Yeah, first 15 minutes landing in the country, I've got bacon in my hands.
You serious?
Yeah.
Cooked?
Yeah.
That's important.
Well, yeah, I like it cooked. Trish Berry from Wine Communicators, it was voting day in Sydney, and so I got a sausage and or a bacon and egg roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to start. I knew it was going to be a good trip because we set it off right.
And the Australian wines that you've discovered that go really well with bacon would be?
Pretty much all of them.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Let's see. We did actually have that conversation. I mean, you could wrap bacon around Wombat Roadkill and it would be good and serve it with anything. Yeah, so it's good.
But have we turned it on? Have we looked after you for a start?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm realizing that everyone's pouring these really good wines that we don't get in the States.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys keep all the good wine over here. I mean, I bet a lot of my friends back home don't realize about the really good Semillons and the really good Pinots and the really good Shiraz and Chardonnays and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't intentionally keep them in Australia.
Our distributors are just too lazy to sell them, so they don't bring them in.
Yeah, a massive fan of Hunter Sam. Is that one of your...
Yeah, that I would say is probably one of the top 3 eye openers.
Yeah.
The Hunter Sams. And
What'd you try?
Well, we did a master class with Tomo.
Yeah, Andrew Thomas.
Yeah.
Absolute legend. Did he go hard?
Potentially dangerous man to spend some time with.
Yeah, awesome. And then Riggsy gave us a tour of the whole region.
Yep.
Or region, Lower Hunter?
Did you meet PJ? Charters from Brokenwood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that was cool.
Yeah,
So we did a master class that was kind of cool. We tasted 3 flights of Semillons that were just released, had a couple years of age, and then had more age on them.
I'm sure Tyrrells would have been amongst those.
Yep. Yeah, so that was cool. And I would say the Maurice O'Shea 2000 McWilliams Shiraz is one of the top 3 probably wines I've had on this whole trip.
Beautiful.
Did you get... Yeah. We missed that one.
Yeah, that was
Landmark.
at Landmark when we were chatting. We had a good time with your good mate, John Troutman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the wines that we missed. So we went away to film something else, and that was the one wine that we didn't get to try. So lucky bastard.
Now, they haven't taken you up to the Riverland, have they?
No.
Because we went up there, sort of engine room Australian wine, like massive production, a lot of wines produced up there. Traditionally, warm climate Chardonnays, but there's a big movement to make alternate variety stuff that is sustainable and that grows well up there. We were up there recently, and we tried about 42 Vermentinos.
That's good.
And this is
I need to try some more wine. Well, I will say that's been the really cool thing about this trip that was also eye-opening is all the alternate varietals that I've tried.
Yeah.
I mean, up in King Valley, we tried some Vermentinos, and we tried Vermentino here at Yalumba.
You've tried this?
You've tried this one?
No, I haven't tried this one.
Okay. Look, it's good, and I think it's a great... I mean, look, we're either stricken with drought or flood often enough. Especially in regions like that. So it's nice to see that we're making some stuff that suits up there.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see how the food scene comes up. It seems like more and more people are learning how to cook.
Yeah.
Right? Because all these cooking shows that are on. So when you come out with these kind of wines, to see what people pair with them is kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you pair with this Yalumba? It's the
Vermentino.
Yeah, I know it's a Vermentino. Is it the V series? What are they?
Louise Radman behind camera, please. Help.
I should know this. But is it just the Yalumba Vermentino? Is that what we call it?
We're going to go with that.
The big V Vermentino. That's right. Good one, Andre.
Nice and zippy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Robert Hill Smith. We really like it.
He's actually just over there in an office.
Yeah,
Hello.
good one. I really time my mess ups, don't I?
What would I pair with that? That I
Yeah.
can say on film? There's actually this crab salad. I don't know why. Every wine that I've tasted, I try and immediately think. And this one, I have a white asparagus radicchio crab salad that I think would go really well with it. Because it's got a little bit of olive oil and a little mayonnaise in it, but not too much.
Yep.
But you kind of grill the radicchio, so it gives it like a little smoky flavor.
Because your blog is a fair bit of food content as well,
Yeah.
isn't it? And we haven't introduced what exactly you're is social media god. In the
Appreciate that.
States,
Thanks for that. Cheers. I'll slip you the money later.
and one hell of a lover. And
Surprisingly gentle.
no, but out here really helping Australian wineries, realise it and learn what to do about it. The fact that you wine drinkers and wine consumers and wine purchasers are out there on Facebook and Twitter, and this is the way to connect with your brand now.
Yeah. I would love to see a world where we don't have to rely on necessarily importers and distributors fully. I mean, in our lifetime, we could see a wine club based here, like at Yulumba, and there's people in the UK or Canada or US who are in the wine club, and once you can get it imported into the country, you can actually have a direct relationship with them and service them directly. Just might take a little while to get the wine to them, but we could see that in the not too distant future.
Yeah, and as a consumer, you can communicate with the maker of the wine if he's got the time,
Yep.
and your question's not inane. But that's a great place to be.
Exactly.
Keeps them honest.
And there's so much good wine. Yeah, it's just it's pretty cool that anywhere that the internet can reach, you could possibly have a sale or have a
Yeah.
consumer that you connect with.
And what's your take on Australian wineries and how are they adopting it quick enough? Obviously not, because you're trying to tell them to do it quicker. American wineries
They're still
compared
paying
to
money
Australian
to
wineries?
get you to talk to them, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, we saw Brooksy last night and Teusner.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of came up with him. So, I mean, I think there's little pockets of people who are doing it right. You guys have been doing it for a couple of years,
Yeah.
right? Like 4 years. But it's just sort of all of us helping each other out and collaborating. And that's a powerful thing when you do that. Like, these tweet-ups that we did, this Barossa wine today
Yeah.
and the Hunter wine, Yarra wine, those were an example of what happens when you collaborate and people come together. And we reached over 2 million people and for not very much money.
Yeah.
So
And if you haven't ever done a tweet up, they're awesome. So literally, you've got, it'll start with one place, and you'd have some amazing wines in front of you, and then chances are you can go and get your hands on some of the similar wines if you know what the theme is, or put your hand up and and taste these kind of wines with little pockets of people all over the world that are tasting at the same time, and jump on Twitter and talk about them. And it's just a great way. It's like bringing together hundreds and thousands of drinkers at the one time and talking about these wines, and more often than not with the winemaker or something. It's
like,
great.
It's like a giant dining room table and everybody's invited.
Exactly right.
It's like a virtual dining room table.
Except you don't have to be sat next to the annoying one.
You don't have to be dressed.
You don't have to be dressed.
You don't have to be
Pants
cute.
off dining.
You don't have to be attractive either.
Well, on that note, Rick,
You must be dying for a beer, I must say.
I like this though.
it's
Yeah,
beautiful,
I
isn't
like to. It's
What vintage is this?
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yulumba. What was really cool is that, I don't know if you guys seen their cooperage, how many wineries are making their own barrels and toasting their own barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seppelsfield as well.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the things that I've seen here are pretty cool, and most people, especially in the States, probably don't realize how much history there is here, and
Yeah.
how they don't really know the people behind the brands.
Yeah. So what, is that the message you're taking back? The history and a few kind of discoveries as far as Hunter Sam?
Yeah, I mean, consumers in the States, Australia was really hot around 2002, 2003, and it was just really at that point really cute labels and high Robert Parker scores.
Yeah.
But it wasn't ever really about the people behind the label or the land or the history. And so there's a chance to sort of reboot or do Australia 2.0 in the States, because now with the social media, well, what happened is Argentina and Spain really came in and
Yeah.
they're making awesome wines.
Yep.
But here's the thing is, you guys speak English. I mean, it sounds funny, but you have a easier shot at communicating with consumers. And Canada is going to be one of the fastest growing wine consuming nations over the next 3 years in the world. speak English.
They don't like Americans. So we got a great in.
Nobody does.
They love Australians.
I don't even like them. I'm just kidding. Yeah, our great gift to the world. We gave you guys KFC and Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, and Andre's embarrassing us not knowing
Yeah,
how to
I
open a
forgot
beer.
to have my freaking beer.
He's
Been
so
here for
Aussie.
20 minutes. I couldn't find an opener.
All right, where's the real Qwoff, boys?
I usually do this. Yeah.
This has been my trip the whole time. See this? Double fisting it.
Got the freaking thing open.
All right, well, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Great to meet you.
Cheers. Thanks for having me on.
Now, what are you doing next? You going down to Adelaide?
We are going to Penfolds. Yep, McGill.
You got a ride?
McGill Estate.
Do you want to lift? Because we're going that way. In a combi?
No, I have to pack up still. Oh, no. I've heard legend and lore about this thing.
Get you there safely.
Louise is going, don't want to do that. Thanks, Louise.
Oh, nice. What is this?
What else are you
It's
getting?
delicious, actually. What is that? Lord Nelson Brewery.
Oh,
Perfect now.
perfect now. Perfect now indeed. Rick,
Yeah.
we look forward to tweeting with you again very soon.
Don't point that thing at me.
And hopefully drinking with you in person.
Yeah, man. Cheers.
Good to meet you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
And see you online.
Cheers.
Cheers.